So good to be with you. Mike Tirico and Greg Olson here. Greg, as we look at this matchup, looking around and hearing this crowd, they're so fired up for this one. What's it like when you come on the road and you've got a hostile environment you need to take care of?
You know, I always liked it. I always thought it added to the element of bringing some energy and bringing some juice, especially in pregame. But once that ball's kicked off, you want to settle this crowd down as fast as you can, especially on offense. Take them out of it. Get them back on their chairs, sitting on their hands. The more energy you give them, the more noise, it does make it a little less efficient to operate, especially on offense. So come out fast, come out furious, and see if you can take this crowd out right from the jump.
First carry for James Conner. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll go right back to Conner. Threw him up the sideline at the 45. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
Oh, intercepted. What a bad start on the 3rd play. Picked off by Denzel Ward. And he's going to give his offense a short field to work with as they look for their first points of the game.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
Space to run inside the 20. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. It is caught left side by St. Brown.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a...
Oh, he did all he could to get away, but they're going to catch up to him. It is a big loss.
Now, after taking that loss on the sack, it changes your entire approach offensively. You go from playing for 6 to now everything is just about coming away with points.
Oh, got him again the 2nd time with a sack on this opening drive.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have. And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Let's go.
A handoff here to start the drive, but this will end up being a reverse. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
For that play to work, Mike, you have to distort the defensive line at the point of attack. And what that means is the offensive lineman, you need one of them to win their block. Move the defender out of his gap. Because when you do, you can see there is a nice run lane for the back to hit.
He'll drop to throw. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Red, yellow. Ready. Set.
Back to the air once more on second down. And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the first down marker, but it is a pickup of 9. 3rd and a yard.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll try and run for this with Connor. And the Chargers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They find a way to convert on 3rd and 1. Johnston motioning over. Back to throw. And he's going to be dropped. They get to him back at the 15-yard line. And they will take their final timeout of this half. And of note, since they're out of timeouts, they cannot challenge for the remainder of this half. First down was not very good. Here's 2nd and goal.
Ready, ready.
Now they'll set up to throw. A toss, left side, caught by his running back.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
He'll try and get there, and he will score. Touchdown, LA.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back. Even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan, everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
1 quarter in the books. 7-3 is our score. We're back in Southern California in a moment. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the end zone. He gets swarmed under. Doesn't even get to the 15. Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Dolphins going to use their final timeout here.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but
the rush gets there. He goes down back inside the 5-yard line. Christian Wilkins, the former Dolphin, in there to bring him down. On play action, he'll set up to throw. And this will be tracked down and intercepted. And he's going to be taken down, but it's a quick change situation. He has set his offense up with 1st and goal.
you know, Mike, anytime you decide you're going to...
Good game.
backed up on your own goal line, the defense understands the risk. They understand the quarterback wants to get that ball out of his hand fast. They're going to take some chances, jump some routes. And they're lucky that wasn't a pick six, and instead just resulting in that turnover.
He'll get a yard or two to the 8. 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal. At the Dolphins' 8-yard line.
They'll look to throw. He pulls it in around the 5. Not a lot of room to work there. Well played by the defense. And they set themselves up for 3rd and goal. He'll look to throw. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown Chargers. That is a dream scenario. The offense handed the ball 1st and goal. And Greg, they take it to the end zone for 6.
They're not going to have many easier drives than that, Mike. I mean, to get the ball, not only in a short field, but in a goal-to-go situation, you don't get a lot of those chances.
You cannot be serious, man.
And that's exactly what they were able to do.
You cannot be
And
serious.
that is no good. He missed the extra point, but there's a flag down on the field, and he may get another shot at this one. So this being the first half, they elect to still kick the extra point instead of moving it up to the 1. A little bit easier following the penalty, and the kick is good. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Oh, what an unforced error at an untimely moment. Just tied the game, but then the kickoff out of bounds, and the ball comes out to the 40-yard line. The drive begins with a run by White, and he'll only be able to muster a couple of yards. From off the edge, Nick Bosa with the stop. He's got it! And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. They'll look to throw here on 1st down.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
This throw right side is caught by Hill.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback. Get into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
This is intercepted. Picked off by Levante David.
Thank you.
And the Chargers are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
Every defensive coordinator, Mike, in the NFL preaches one thing about red zone defense. Keep them out of the end zone. Make them settle for 3. Well, what do? With that interception, they take it to another level, and they get off the field without allowing a single point.
Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they're going to move this all the way up near the 35-yard line.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that any time a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
So we've reached halftime here in this 11-point game as we send you back east to sunny Florida. Standing by with our EA Sports Halftime Report, it's the coach, Jonathan Coachman. All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. So, a couple of first downs will give them 1st and 10. They're at the 41. Tight end going in motion here. They'll start this on the ground, and here's White. And that's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7. Tight end motioning left. Over the middle, he's got St. Brown. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a 1st down. Now, faking the give. Going up top and looking for
Thank you.
When you find yourself...
That's crazy. I'm lagging bad as fuck and still beating you. You might as well quit, my boy.